Hello everybody and welcome back to Screen Stars, and welcome to another collection update video for the month of March 2019. Now then, I've had a pretty good month in regards to adding to my collection. One of the best I've had in certainly the last few months, and I've managed to pick up a good number this month, and some of them I've been looking for quite a while. So we'll get straight into it because we have a few to get through this month, and we shall start with The Raid. I think one of the best action films ever put to screen. It's just incredible action, this film. Very good. I still haven't seen Raid 2, believe it or not, but yeah, very good film, and I strongly recommend that one. The next one we have is Riddick in the sleeve. Now this is the extended cut. I really like these films, Pitch Black, and the second one, and obviously this one. I think the second one I think is quite underrated. The second Riddick film, Chronicles of Riddick. I like them all, and I really like this as well. I thought it should have done better at the cinema than it actually did, so very pleased to add that one to my collection. The next one, pretty pleased with this one. Ghost Stories, the British anthology film from last year that has Paul Whitehouse, Martin Freeman in it. Pretty effective, scary film at times. This really well made. So yeah, I'm looking forward to giving this another watch. Very good film. Now this next one is a bit diversive for a lot of people, but I'm probably going to do a misunderstood movie review for this one because I actually really liked it, and that's quite an unpopular opinion because nobody else liked this film, it would seem. Grimsby, the Sacha Baron Cohen film, Mark Strong film, or otherwise known as The Brothers Grimsby. Still got all the sticker on it that I need to get off, but flopped massively at the cinema. Critics hated it. I quite liked it, so I am going to do a misunderstood movie review for that. I thought it was very funny. I mean, really over the top humour. It just did not hold back at all in regards to its gross out comedy, this one, but I really liked it. It worked for me. Very pleased with the next one. I've been after this for a while. Highlander, the Immortal Edition. One of the best the best films of the 80s for me. We won't talk about the sequels. They don't exist in my mind. Absolutely loads of extras on there. So I'm really pleased to get that. Highlander. Next one, because I just had to. Bohemian Rhapsody. I don't normally buy Blu-rays when they're just released. I tend to wait until they drop in price. Like if it's something I really want, I'll wait till it drops down in price, the first level, and I might get it. Or I'll wait for, like, you know, birthdays and Christmas or Father's Days, that sort of stuff, and I'll put my orders in then from people. But I just had to get it. My favourite film of last year. Bit disappointed with there's no sleeve or anything. I mean, even the DVD looks better than this. The DVD, which is cheaper than this, it gets its own sleeve and everything. It looks smarter than this. The 4K version looked nice, but I don't need that one. I'm actually thinking of saving up and getting myself the steelbook for this because it looks fantastic, the steelbook, and I'm not usually a fan of steelbooks, but I would consider it for this film. Brilliant. Classic 90s action film now, Michael Bay classic, and you can't say that about many Michael Bay films. The Rock, Sean Connery, Nicolas Cage, Ed Harris. Don't need to say much else. Bloody brilliant action film. Looking forward to watching that again. When I got this and showed my wife, and she said, what's that? She'd never seen this film. Couldn't believe it. Says, you've never seen The Rock? So I will be watching this, no doubt, with my wife shortly. She will love it. I really like the theory in this film as well, that Sean Connery's character is actually James Bond. You look at some theories on YouTube and online, it all makes sense as well. It really does. I really love that theory. Dirt cheap, this next one, and I thought I'd put it in the collection. I don't mind this film. World War Z, I watched it last week with my wife. She'd never seen it before. Pretty good. It's pretty tame. I know the zombie scenes and the zombie gore. It's pretty tame in that sense, but it is still a pretty decent film, and they've been threatening to do the sequel for this for a number of years now. I don't know if we'll ever get it, but this is pretty good, and this is the extended action cut. This next one I haven't actually seen, but I've heard good things about it. Child 44, Tom Hardy, Gary Oldman, pretty good cast in it, this one. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you've seen this, what it's like. But my brother highly recommends it, and it was pretty cheap, so I thought I'll give that a go. It's always good for a watch, his Tom Hardy films. I really like this next film. It's not for everybody, but I really like it. The Road, Viggo Mortensen, post-apocalyptic drama. Very, very good film, very sullen film, but it is really, really good. Superb acting in it. It's based on the novel as well, based on the Pulitzer Prize winning novel. Oh, and it was the same guy who wrote, the author of No Country for Old Men as well, so didn't realise that. Very good film. Not an easy watch, but it is brilliant. Very pleased with this next purchase. This is an Arrow Blu-ray, Hellraiser. Look at that cover, brilliant. The good thing about this is it comes with reversible sleeve, which we don't get enough of, I don't think, in DVD and Blu-rays. Come on, get back in. And literally, as you do tend to get with Arrow releases, absolutely packed full of extras. I mean, look at that, special edition contents, and all that is this contents. Don't worry about the sticker, that needs to come off. I got this, I think I paid £1 for this in a cash, my local cash converters. I think it was one of them, cash converters, cash generators, I don't know. Now, I don't like shopping there because I just don't like the stickers they put on stuff. They ruin them. It takes ages to get them off, but I couldn't turn that down for an Arrow release. Definitely such a classic horror, that. The next one that I have is Elysium in the sleeve. The Neil Blomkamp film. Matt Damon, Jodie Foster. Didn't get a lot of love on its release, but it's actually a pretty good sci-fi film, I think, this. Pretty good. So yeah, that was very cheap as well, so I was having that. Pretty pleased with this next one. This is, it's coming out, X-Men Origins Wolverine in exclusive HMV sleeve art, and it actually comes with a free bonus disc as well. So it comes in like the sleeve with the art underneath as well, so you can see there it's the claws coming through there, and you get that on that sleeve there as well. Very heavy as well with the discs in it. That was so cheap, and because it is like a unique sleeve, I thought I'll have it. I know a lot of people have got a lot of things to say about this film, and I agree with most of them, but there are still enjoyable aspects to it, and certainly it's worth having in the collection just because of the sleeve. Very pleased with this next one. Crimson Tide, Denzel Washington, Gene Hackman. As you know, I've just done a series of Denzel Washington classic film reviews and my favourite top 10 Denzel Washington films. It's no surprise this made it into the list. If you want to know how far it made it into the list, you'll have to watch the top 10 list. Outstanding film. Tony Scott directed film, brilliant cast, and one of the most tension-filled films I've ever seen. Love it. Another one I've been after for so long. One of my favourite westerns of all time. Tombstone. What a cast. Kurt Russell, Val Kilmer, Bill Paxton, Sam Elliott, got Michael Biehn, Powers Boothe. Oh, you could just go on and on and on with this cast. It was so overlooked when it first came out, in my opinion, but this is just a bloody brilliant western. Love it. I can watch it over and over again, this film. Iconic in my mind. And I did a classic film review for that last year in the run up to the release of Red Dead Redemption 2. Very pleased to get this one. I've seen this in a box set, but I don't like the rest of the films. It's just the first film that I like, so I thought, well, I'll just get the first one. And that is Smokey and the Bandit, the classic Burt Reynolds, Sally Field film. It's just such a great film, so funny as well, the sheriff. So I thought I'd just get this one because I'd just be wasting it. If I got the box set, I wouldn't watch the other ones. The second one's watchable, but after that they just get a bit stupid. But yeah, pretty pleased with Smokey and the Bandit. I like the mid-classic 70s films. Oops, was that me? Sorry about that. Right, we're on the final stretch here, guys. The next one of my favourite films of the year it came out, Hacksaw Ridge, the Mel Gibson, some would say comeback film in regards he directed it, he didn't star in it, but you've got Andrew Garfield in it, Vince Vaughn, great cast. Such an uplifting, moving film this. It blew me away when I watched it. I cried like a baby. Loved it. I absolutely loved it. It's a great film. And another western, an underrated western. We have 3:10 to Yuma, Russell Crowe, Christian Bale. I think it's got Ben Foster in it as well. It's got a really good cast. It's a really good western, this. Doesn't get a lot of love. Don't know why. Look at that cast. Brilliant. So I do recommend that, definitely. We have another one here. Still got a sticker on it. I'll take that off. Not seen this one. Again, one I've heard a lot about. Contagion. Great cast. That's one I will get around to watching at some point, but I do like it very much in regards to the cast and things, and I have heard a lot of good things about that one. Next one, again, another one I'm pretty happy with. Still got the sticker on. I shall take that off. I normally do this before, sorry guys. Blair Witch, the true sequel to the first Blair Witch Project. Pretty divisive amongst horror fans. I actually quite like this. I didn't really know what else they could do with it, really. I thought they did a pretty good job with it in regards to a direct sequel, like based on the younger brother going out to try and find his sister from the first film. I thought it was pretty good, and I've never seen this on Blu-ray before, so I was really pleased to find it and pick it up. Down to the last three now, I think. Escape Plan, Arnie, Stallone. Yeah. Avoid Escape Plan 2. Yes, I wired to watch and review that last year. It's bloody terrible, but this one's a bit of fun, and I got this ready so I can watch it with my wife because she's never seen it. It's nothing brilliant, but it's okay. Outlander, pretty good sci-fi horror. Jim Caviezel, John Hurt, Ron Perlman, pretty good cast. It's like a twist on the I've forgotten that, you know, that like fairy tale type thing. It's pretty good, I would suggest. And finally, we have Drive Angry, Nicolas Cage. Why wouldn't you buy that? It's mad but fun. So those are the Blu-rays that I've picked up this month, guys. Really pleased with my pickups this month. and I'll see you next month for another update. So thanks for watching.